Ladies and gentlemen, it is April the 4th. On February the 29th, 64 bands started off this insane journey with one dream, with one goal in mind, and that was to become 2016 Music Madness champion. We've watched as the field has gone from 64 to 32 to 16 to 8 to 4 to 2, and as of today, to 1. A Music Madness champion is about to be crowned here in 2016, but doesn't this feel sort of like familiar territory? Well, one could say that every single time we crown a champion, this is familiar ground, but it's been familiar ground for the past 3 years. With Mastodon going up one-on-one versus a heavy metal heavyweight in order to potentially become the Music Madness champion, each of those 3 times falling just a bit short to groups such as Opeth, Dream Theater, and Rush. It's interesting to note that this band consistently seems to just get their way, scratch and claw, punch their ticket to the dance, make their way to the final round, only to come up short. And here we are in 2016, and once again, we are in this situation where Mastodon has gone up against a heavy metal heavyweight in Judas Priest. But the question is this the year? Or have Mastodon suffered a Buffalo Bills-like fate? The NFL football team that was always able to make it to the bowl, always able to make it to the Super Bowl, but never able to win. It's time to find out. Let's bring up the graphic and crown a Music Madness champion here in 2016. There you see our final matchup, Judas Priest versus Mastodon. And the results of the final round are as follows. As the graphic changes, we will see that the final score and your new Music Madness champion, Judas Priest 157, Mastodon 146. Your winner and Music Madness champion here in 2016, Judas Priest. Once again, Mastodon has made it to the dance, punched their ticket, gotten to the main event, but has fallen short. But still we look forward to 2017, whenever Music Madness will once again resume and the insanity will beckon 64 bands once again. And those 64 bands will be represented in divisions much like they were this year that will all have a Judas Priest theme. Judas Priest will have a discography review throughout the course of this year that will be begun by the return of a segment that I have not done in quite some time, and that is a full-fledged band review. So we will look at the band specifically before we get into the albums. But next year, 2017, Mastodon will once again attempt to climb the mountain. Mastodon will once again try to get back to where they are. And Mastodon will once again have to try to become Music Madness champions. We want to extend our thanks to everybody who voted, and once again, one final time before we close out the Music Madness season, congratulate our winners, 2016 Music Madness champions, Judas Priest. Job well done, hard-fought victory. Thank you all, and we'll see you next year.